You made it back! We made it back! Hello, everybody, and welcome into another episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender, watched by me, Charvana, by the she/her pronouns. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day today, and I hope that you're ready to watch another one, because we should just get right into it then. Why not? This is a little bit confusing because Netflix says it is episode 13. In fact, when City of Walls and Secrets is Avatar: The Last Airbender episode 14. So we will be watching episode 14, City of Walls and Secrets, Avatar: The Last Airbender, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Nickelodeon. Ay. Certainly makes a lot of things confusing when it comes up with that, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Thunk. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Previously on Avatar. Book 2 Earth, Chapter 14, City of Walls and Secrets. I think that's so fun. Because if you got rid of all the Earthbenders, and that stuff would never work again, so it's like just for them. Job security, heyo. It's corn! I'm getting full on like Zootopia vibe right now. Just like the coming into the train into the city, just looking around and being like, oh. And the other thing is like Appa could hear it if he was nearby, so he could know. What the heck? What's the smile for? Oof. So it's very classist is what we're getting at. Huh! Make the best of it while you can. I don't think that's gonna happen. She just doesn't care. There is such a thing as like celebrity handlers and such, so yeah. Yeah. Huh? Where'd he get the extra string already? It's pretty. Except for she literally just did. A flying cat? Ma'am! Nom 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 nom. Ma'am! She needs to get out of here. I don't like her. Julie! Get out of here! Shoo! Oh my gosh, I can still tell it's the same voice actor guy. I'm happy he's getting work, but like, it's just his voice is so distinctive. She has the full Barbie moment of like, oh, I've been smiling all day. Oh. Hi. Ah. Hmm. Nice. Our spark rocks, not our flint or anything like that, just our spark rocks. Our sparky rocks! And like, what a good cover! What a very good cover for yourselves also, being like, yeah, I'll borrow it from our neighbors and that'll throw off suspicion. I think they know that they're there. Huh? And decided against it. Your mommoness, and it just nods back. That's me playing Phasmo. That's so fun. Oh my goodness. Look it! I love their hairstyles. I like Momo just walking, be like, society, I feel fancy. Let's go, Smeller Bee, let's go. Being a good friend. You're half right, but you're also witch hunting. It's not just about finding out if they're firebenders or not, it's finding out if they're firebenders with an ill intent. Let's go. I think the whole bar is gonna be on their side. But like, good tea though. They're gonna stop you. I think he's gonna get, like, upgraded to being a warrior for them for this. Because, like, he's not using fire. Oh. That could have, like, cut his hands. That would have been awful. Hmm. Weird. Why did he get to cut the line? I'm a bear! Doing bear things! That's so cute. Dung? Poop? Yeah, you don't just go up to a random man and be like, help us, please. Yeah. Now it's gotten weird. Oh my gosh. Suck. Shut up. Just shut up, Suck. Yeah. If they use that by the end of the episode, I will be very happy, but I don't know if they will. Cool. You're trying to fight him. Even if he wasn't a part of that. It's just... What does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? Why? Is everybody obsessed, or... Why did her smile fade, though? Are they obsessed, or do they not like him? The bear is so cute! I'm still trying to take in their reaction on that, though. Like, I don't know if they're excited that he's here, or if they're like... I don't know, they want him for a trophy or something. they are not Fire Nation with ill intent. That's him. That's probably the Emperor. Mage hand? Run away, Momo! Hmm. Oh my god! Just reminds me of the, like, Flash. Forget. Brainwashing him? Oh my god! Okay! What? What a fascinating episode. Um, this one has all the creepy vibes and gives me the chills of what I would enjoy from a standard a show that I would normally watch that wasn't intended for kids at first. So yeah, this gives you all the creepy feelings, and as watching it as a kid, I would probably freak out. I don't know that this is the kind of thing that I would have like been drawn to as a child, but probably as a teenager on. So ooh, what a weird feeling, the political classism and all of the censorship that is going on within the city. Wild. Like, you knew something was up from the get-go when Julie, the one that was smiling at the very start, was just like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't say anything. Don't do anything. Everything's fine. You know something was up from that point on, and it just didn't feel right. I got a particular adversity to cults and things like that. I feel like a lot of people do. But you know, I just really don't like them. It's always been something that freaks me out. So this is a very, very culty feeling area. And if you do something wrong, you go missing. That's what it was, the implication there at the very end. So I don't know what happened to the first Julie. Oof, because I just remember her face dropping in the moment of the party that they were at. You don't screw with society. You don't screw with the classism here. It is not okay, and that's scary because that's not just in this area. That's real places in the world where like if you are not like fully following the line, ever stray just a little bit, you're done. There is no second chances. You're done. So seeing that happen in a kid show, wow, like not what I was expecting at all from this place, not at all. It begs the question, how do half of them not know something horrible was going on with the wall breach? Because the Fire Nation did poke a hole in the wall, right, basically. So I imagine that area knows about it, but not everybody knows about it. Maybe it's just, I don't know if that was a refugee area or what kind of area it was. We didn't really get the inside opinions or like visuals on that. We just saw it break the wall. So the very outer wall. So I wonder how many people know, or if it's just one of those things that even there, they're just like, you're hush hush. You didn't see anything. It's a decor piece now. Who knows? Who cares? So I wonder if we'll get facts on that later on. Wild, absolutely insane and creepy. Super, super creepy. Like having to have an escort through the entire city and everything. There are several places over, and you can imagine a lot of celebrities and a lot of people of higher status that have handlers don't want the people that are showing off their places don't want you to see the bad portions of it. I'm surprised she even like told us about the refugee camps and everything traveling through it. But they just don't want you to see it. They're just like, we are clean. This is our society and this is our way of life, and you don't need to see any of the bad stuff. And that's why so many problems don't get taken care of, is because nobody takes like a magnifying glass to all of their problems. They just simply like sweep it under the rug. And that's a big reason why society just like, you get comfortable and you don't see all these problems that need to be worked upon. So having something like that being shown in this is just very cool. Very, very cool to me. Long Feng is going to be a force to be reckoned with. The Grand Secretariat of Ba Sing Se. I actually had to look up his name here. It seems like he is the one that's actually running things, and the king is just a figurehead. I wonder if the king actually knows about everything that's still going on, or if he's just kind of in the dark as well. Kind of similarly to what I was talking about. Maybe the king actually is a good person. Maybe the king actually does care, but he just doesn't know. And having a city that people are relatively safe at, like there are refugees that are fleeing here and they're okay. There are a lot of people living everyday lives. I think that he may just be in the dark. So if they can get to the king, I wonder if the things will change, if the king will actually actively mobilize his units, not to take care of people within the city, but rather to go outwards and fight the Fire Nation. So I think that might be the case if we get to that point. And that's hoping that the king actually listens. So Long Fei is going to be somebody to be reckoned with here. And it's going to be weird having our protagonists be like followed 24/7 by somebody else. Another Julie, if you will. So scary, so scary. I worry for the last Julie. And I hope she becomes an ally at some point. That would be fantastic. But that might be wishful thinking at this point. It's so creepy and it's giving me chills. My favorite thing about a lot of TV shows in general is having the moment that flips it on its head. And I feel like this episode really gave me a moment of flipping it on its head, because now our protagonists are in a position where they are at a disadvantage. And I don't know exactly how they're going to get themselves out of the situation. I've not been given enough information as a viewer to like concoct my own ideas or plans, except for the ghost thing. Sokka, you might be onto something. But I am curious to see where they'll take it from here when it comes to Aang's storyline, because right now, if Long Feng happens to find Appa first, that could be a just entirely terrible situation. If they put them in prison or like some kind of situation where they can't find Appa, that's going to be awful as well. I don't know how many things that they can do aside from monitor, but at the same time, I don't know what else our protagonists can do if they can't get help from anybody, if nobody's going to tell them what to do or tell them where to go, or give them the time of day to listen to them. So I'm confused and intrigued to see how this will play out. That's my favorite thing, is when our protagonists are at a disadvantage and they have to like figure some kind of way out. Being a resourceful character is so important to me. That's what makes my favorite kind of character. Speaking of resourceful characters, though, we have Iroh and Zuko trying to start a new life, and Jet's over here trying to out them as firebenders. And he comes up with a few ideas to like start it off, be like, hey, what if I keep an eye on them at all times? What if I take away their flintstones? What if I take away all this other stuff to make them have to do firebending, or just outright attack them? Just got ideas, but I think he's totally in the wrong as that aspect goes, because just because they're Fire Nation people, that's so discriminatory, because there are some nice and good, and there have been really amazing Earthbender people, but at the same time we're seeing awful Earthbender people. So just to say that there are always awful Fire Nation people is just like misguided. So I think he needs to actually watch them and see the intent behind their actions, and none of it has been malicious yet. They just want to like start a new life for themselves. They just want to start it or open the tea shop and make it a better tea shop and stuff. And thank you to that employer who is already willing to give them a raise. Well done. But that kind of stuff. So Iroh, well done, especially on Iroh's part, like taking the hint, being like, I shouldn't use it even if in the privacy of our own homes. I should not use my firebending ability. Instead, I should solidify our alibi that we don't use fire by going to our neighbors and getting their spark rocks is what they called them. I think it's like Flintstone, but it was green. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But very smart of him to do that. Jet also tried to attack Zuko. I can see this being advantageous to Zuko because they didn't get stopped in the bar by the police of this area. Instead, they let him fight it out. I can see that being advantageous to Zuko because Zuko doesn't like his position at the tea shop, to becoming a soldier, becoming somebody in a authoritarian position to them, helpful to them to do whatever they need to do around the city, which might lead him running into Aang. I don't know. I still think that has to cross paths. But I think that will be beneficial to him showing his skills without using fire abilities. Jet, on the other hand, it reminds me of the Men in Black Flash. That's what I was trying to think of during the episode. They're basically hypnotizing him. Basically, they're just being like, everything is okay. Flash, you didn't remember anything. Everything is okay. Star Wars style. We're not the droids you're looking for. But I think that is so messed up. It's just so messed up. I cannot believe that they're even trying that or even doing that. And what happens to the people that are unwilling or unable to be hypnotized? What happens? Do they just get dead? It's one of those things, it's like, weird feelings all around. This episode is crazy. What a fun episode to twist and put everything on its head and flip it all around, to finally be like, the people that we're trying to protect are not willing to do the effort that it needs to be done to protect themselves. It's juicy. It's juicy. So I'm excited to get on to the next episode, everybody. Thank you so much for watching with me today. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.